Are you looking for some stocks that you can buy between 5.2 and 5.6 where you can start earning some dividends? Are you looking for a starting point for some good old-fashioned due diligence research? Then make sure you check out today's video. Before we get started, please leave a like on the video. It's free, it helps the channel, and I would appreciate it. Thank you. So as a dividend investor, I'm always looking for additional opportunities for dividends. With so much information out there, it can be hard to decide where to start. In today's video, I'll be using a filtered list with stocks with ex-dividend dates of this upcoming week, and some of which could be future additions to your portfolio. Now let's get to the content. All right, so taking a look at the episode criteria. As I mentioned, the first filter I applied to the list is stocks with ex-dividend dates between 5/2 of 2022 and 5/6 of 2022. That is next week. The next bit we're looking at is stocks that are in the US stock market that have a positive payout ratio and one that is under 100%. And that has a consecutive dividend increase of at least 5 years. I didn't want to filter down the list too much. I wanted to give you guys a nice list of stocks where you guys can do your own due diligence to see if any of these stocks meet your own criteria. With that out of the way, let's get into the companies that have an ex-dividend date of 5/2/2022. The first company is First Community, stock ticker FCCO. They are in the financial sector and they pay quarterly. They have an annual payout of 52 cents per share per year and a forward dividend yield of 2.63%. They've been paying their dividends for 10 years in a row. They have a 6.12% 3-year dividend growth rate and an 8.23% 5-year dividend growth rate, and their payout date is May 17th. The next stock with a 5/2 ex-dividend date is First Source, stock ticker SRCE. Again, they are in the financial sector. They also pay out quarterly. They have an annual dividend payout of $1.24 per share per year and a forward dividend yield of 2.8%. They've been paying out their dividend for 33 years in a row, and they have a 6.79% 3-year dividend growth rate and an 11.3% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 13th. Still with a 5/2 ex-dividend date, the next stock we have is IDA Corp, stock ticker IDA. They are in the utilities sector. They pay out quarterly, and they have a $3 per share per year annual payout with a 2.74% forward dividend yield. They've been paying and growing dividends for 11 years in a row. They have a 6.17 3-year dividend growth rate and a 6.61 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out on 5/31. Now we're going to take a look at the stocks with an ex-dividend date of 5/3. The first stock on the list is Heritage Financial, stock ticker HFWA. Again, they are in the financial sector and they pay out quarterly. They have an annual dividend payout of 84 cents per share per year, which is a forward dividend yield of 3.38%. They've been paying and growing their dividends for 8 years in a row, and they have an 8.05% 3-year dividend growth rate and an 11.3% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out on May 18th. The next stock with a 5/3 ex-dividend date is Market Access, stock ticker MKTX. They are in the technology sector and they pay out quarterly. They have an annual dividend payout of $2.80 per share per year and a forward dividend yield of 1.07%. They've been paying and growing dividends for 12 years in a row, and they have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 14.83% and a 5-year dividend growth rate of 19.28%, and they are due to pay out on May 18th as well. The next stock with a 5/3 ex-dividend date is VSE, stock ticker VSEC. They are in the industrial sector and they also pay out quarterly. They have an annual dividend payout of just 40 cents per share per year, and they have a forward dividend yield of 1%. They've been paying and increasing their dividend for 5 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 6.08% and a 5-year dividend growth rate of 12.54%, and they are also due to pay out on 5/18. Jumping into stocks with a 5/4 ex-dividend date, first stock on the list is DLEC Logistics Partners, stock ticker DKL. The sector is energy and they are a quarterly payer. They have an annual dividend payout of $3.92 per share per year, which is a forward dividend yield of 8.03%. They have 8 years consecutively paying and growing their dividends, and they have a 6.65% 3-year dividend growth rate and an 8.01% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out on May 12th. The next stock with a 5-4 ex-dividend date is Entergy, stock ticker ETR. They are a quarterly payer in the utility sector, and they have a $4.04 per share per year annual dividend payout with a 3.34% forward dividend yield. They have been paying and growing their dividend for 7 years in a row. They have a 2.88% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 2.65% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out June 1st. The next stock on the list also is a 5-4 ex-dividend date, and that stock is Franklin Electric, stock ticker FELE. They are a quarterly payer in the industrial sector with a 78-cent per share per year annual dividend payout, which is a 1.09% forward dividend yield. They've been paying and growing their dividend for 12 years in a row, and they have a 12.55% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 12.47% 5-year dividend growth rate. They are due to pay out May 19th. The next 5-4 ex-dividend date stock is going to be Independent Bank, stock ticker IBCP. They are a quarterly payer in the financial sector with an 88-cent per share per year annual payout. They have a 4.29% forward dividend yield, and they've been paying and growing dividends for 7 years in a row. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 10.5% and a 5-year dividend growth rate of 18.75%, and they are due to pay out May 16th. The next stock also has a ex-dividend date of 5-4, and that stock is Independent Bank Group, stock ticker IBTX. They are a quarterly payer in the financial sector with a $1.52 per share per year annual dividend payout. They have a forward dividend yield of 2.17%, and they've been paying and growing their dividends for the last 8 years. They have a 27.85% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 31.21% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 19th. The next stock with a 5-4 ex-dividend date is Landstar System, stock ticker LSTR. They are a quarterly payer in the industrial sector with a $1 per share per year annual dividend payout. They have a 0.65% forward dividend yield, and they've been paying and increasing their dividend for 8 years in a row. They do have a 14.17% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 22.36% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 27th. The second to last stock with a 5-4 ex-dividend date is Northwest Bank Shares, stock ticker NWBI. They are a quarterly payer in the financial sector with an 80-cent per share per year dividend payout. They have a 6.26% forward dividend yield, and they've been paying and increasing their dividend for the last 8 years. They have a 5.05% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 5.57% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 16th. The last stock with a 5-4 ex-dividend date is S&T Bank Corp, stock ticker STBA. They are a quarterly payer in the financial sector with a $1.20 per share per year annual dividend payout. They have a 4.2% forward dividend yield, and they've been paying and growing their dividend for the last 9 years. They have a 3.11% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 7.89% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 19th. The first stock with a 5-5 ex-dividend date is Bank of Marin Bank Corp, stock ticker BMRC. They are a quarterly payer in the financial sector with a 96-cent per share per year dividend payout. They have a 3.18% forward dividend yield, and they've been paying and growing their dividend for 12 years in a row. They have an 11.79% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 12.81% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 13th. The next 5-5 ex-dividend date stock is First Commonwealth Financial, stock ticker FCF. They are a quarterly payer in the financial sector with a 46-cent per share per year annual dividend payout. They have a 3.32% forward dividend yield and 6 years in a row of paying and increasing that dividend. They have a 7.53% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 9.67% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 20th. Looking at the next stock with a 5-5 ex-dividend date, you have Intel, stock ticker INTC. They are a quarterly payer in the technology sector with a $1.46 per share per year annual dividend payout. They have a 3.22% forward dividend yield, and they've been paying and growing their dividend for 19 years in a row. They have a 5.02% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 6.24% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out June 1st. The next stock on the list is SiriusXM, stock ticker SIRI. They are a quarterly dividend payer in the communications sector with a 9-cent per share per year dividend payout. They have a 1.47% forward dividend yield, and they've been paying and growing their dividend for the last 5 years. They do have a very nice 16.58% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 48.9% 5-year dividend growth rate. Sirius is due to pay out May 25th. The last stock with a 5.5 ex-dividend date is going to be Walmart, stock ticker WMT. Walmart is a quarterly dividend payer in the consumer staples sector with an annual dividend payout of $2.24 per share per year. They have a forward dividend yield of 1.44%, and they've been paying and growing their dividend for 48 years in a row. Walmart has a 1.88% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 2.02% 5-year dividend growth rate, and Walmart is due to pay May 31st. The first stock with an ex-dividend date of 5.6 is going to be Ameriprise Financial, stock ticker AMP. They are a quarterly payer in the financial sector, and they pay $5 per share per year, and they have a forward dividend yield of 1.87%. They have been paying and growing their dividend for the last 16 years, and they have a 7.88% 3-year dividend growth rate and an 8.54% 5-year dividend growth rate. They are due to pay out May 20th. The second to last stock on the list with an ex-dividend date of 5.6 is Brown & Brown, stock ticker BRO. They are a quarterly dividend payer in the financial sector, paying 41 cents per share per year. They have a forward dividend yield of 0.63%, and they've been paying and increasing that dividend for 20 years in a row. They have a 7.95% 3-year dividend growth rate and an 8.66% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 18th. And the last stock on the list, the last stock with a 5.6 ex-dividend date is People's Bancorp, stock ticker PEBO. They are a quarterly dividend payer in the financial sector, paying $1.44 per share per year. They have a forward dividend yield of 5.1%, and they've been paying and growing their dividend for the last 6 years. They do have a 7.47% 3-year dividend growth rate and a 15.85% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they are due to pay out May 23rd. All right, and as always, I wanted to provide you guys with some fun facts / useless information here at the end. There are 22 stocks that I mentioned in today's video, and of those 22 stocks, 12 of them, or 54.5%, are in the financial sector. 3 of them, or 13.6%, are in the industrial sector. There are 2 stocks in each the utilities and tech sector, which is 9% each. And there is 1 stock from the energy, communication, and consumer staples sector, and that is 4.5%. There is an average of 16.68 days between the ex-dividend date and the payout date of the stocks I listed in this video, with the shortest turnaround being 8 days and the longest turnaround being 29 days. Again, I don't think there's any use for this information, but I had it available, so I thought I'd provide it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Please be sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed the content and or learned something in today's video. Subscribe to the channel for new dividend content every Monday and Friday. And comment down below if any stocks that I mentioned in today's video have piqued your interest and if they're worth you taking a deeper look. But until next time, see ya.